everybody, it appears I am live according to my OBS, my Open Broadcaster software. So I'm assuming I'm live. Let's go and do a window capture of my Google Chrome. I forgot to do that. I always forget to do that. Well, it do it, and as soon as I go live, it stops working for some whatever reason. It when it goes away, so now I have to find this work. Hello, no. Why? There we go. Alright, there we go. There's my channel dashboard. Doesn't make any difference. Here's my iRacing. We're actually just gonna go to do this. Just gonna go there. This goes here. Just reorganizing the stuff on my screen. And there we go. Using my wonderful Bing. So if you don't know, iRacing essentially collects car racing. And just so happens that I have a penalty I believe is unfair, which I will actually give them credit, and I'll also point out the negatives. This is the negatives I want to point out about this penalty that I received. While here, I'm just trying to do simple stuff. XCal administrators. What are you mad at? Close enough. So in this rulebook, it's a very long rulebook. There are rules that go under the radar, and in a rulebook this long, I understand this. I actually can understand where this comes from. The admins pick and choose what rules they need to know, and then believe that they know what happens later on. At least the way I see it. There's a rule a couple weeks ago that was just pointed out halfway through the season that was found out. However, let's go back to. I'll tell you about this rule here. Here we go. Drivers who qualify may not qualify and may not compete in additional heats. Drivers do not qualify may compete in any remaining heats to try again. It would be in what I believe a compliance with this rule here. Rule 3.1.4, the XL president has its sole discretion and convenience may change, alter, update, or retract from, or make additions to, and otherwise modify this rulebook, the season schedule, before or during the season. That is all right. So we're gonna point this. We're gonna let's just put this right here and the protest one. We're also going to put in Rule 7.1 mandatory practice. All drivers are required to compete in no less than 50% of the schedule's different feature schedule distance laps in an official XCal racing practice. We're also going to throw this here. Season. Alright, so now we have two rules here. We're also going through another rule, but I have my email on there, so image, just go add an image real fast. Image, sure, that's good enough. image file. Let's just throw in my YouTube logo. So we can just go. I don't have my actual Dcash Gaming logo. Is it my downloads, or did I actually like accidentally delete it? Strange. People apparently don't have it, so we're just gonna throw in let's just throw my Gamecast Racing Network logo. That works just fine. Image properties. It's gonna be a long stream because we gotta go and window capture will be blank. There we go. So I'm going through my email here. I'll just copy and paste what I find. I'm gonna go and see if this actually has any benefit of the doubt. Copy link. Let's just see here. And also we're going to, I'm just trying to see if this actually does have actually okay. Okay. So that argument does not actually hold up, which is alright. We get many more. And we're gonna go off of here. Anyways, I'm just putting stuff on the Discord here. Okay, so here we go. I think this is my argument here. So let me give you a baseline of what happened. So in XCal Racing, we have this thing called mandatory minimum practice. I wish I had a picture of what the sessions look like and all that stuff for people who don't know. But iRace, you can set up practice sessions, which is a good idea, and I'll give them credit for that. The problem is that mandatory minimum practice has always been, according to the rule book, no less than 50% of the feature schedule distance laps in an official XCal Racing practice. However, let's go see if I can find it. Nah, this is good enough. We'll just use this email because this is one I actually have. Mandatory minimum practice for this event is 200 laps. Oh, this is actually 400 lap one. This is not a good email to look at. I found a lot of these emails. My spam, I just had to pull out. This was one of them. All of these were in my spam for some dumb reason. I just pulled them all out. Gotta love Gmail. Pulling everything out of your spam. It's this one still. Got a lot of these here. Sprite Pack 350. This one doesn't have mandatory practice. Well, 350 laps is 200 laps. We'll just run a calculator. You know, let's just actually just do a screen capture here. Why am I doing this for? Can I just do a screen capture? Like, honestly? Screen. This is getting kind of annoying. New scene. New scene. Oh, that's like a whole new scene. Remove. Oh no, I just deleted the one I wanted. No. Is there a way to undo that? No. Are you kidding me? Anyways, we have the display capture. It's what I want anyways. I just have to remake this. Transform, stretch. Here we go. So, we're going to go off of my calculator app real quick. Calculator. I can do the math, but just to make sure everyone else is on board with what I'm doing here. This rule states 50% of the feature scheduled distance. Let's go back to the email. That is 350 laps, which is a grand total of 350 divided by 2 is 175. This says 200. We're also going to go back to this week, which is 375 laps, which you would think, for some of you who may not know or are not so good at math, may think is 200. It is not. It is 187.5. iRacing does not allow you to score half laps. I will give XCal Racing the benefit of the doubt, and I'll add up an extra 0.5. That makes it easier because then everyone can see that you did 188 laps. Let's go to host the results. And maybe not here. Let's go where are we at this week? Southern National Motorsports Park. It's actually hosted by PDJ Zeller. He's like the vice president of XCal, so that's fine. I was in these two sessions. There and there. $100 laps completed. And this one was a grand total of 94 laps completed. So that means 194 laps I completed, right? 100 plus 94 is 194. I don't need a calculator to show you that. The problem is that you're setting a double standard, right? Would this be the... Rule pencil, which is unfairly applied in different ways for different people or groups. It's a form of a double standard. I want to say it's a double standard because some races you do have half the race distance. Like, let's go and schedule. $175 laps or 350. This is correct. However, like as previously shown, it is not correct. Okay. Like I said, I'm reading. What's going on? We're talking about. You have to pull up my chat in a different screen here. Rollman. We're not talking about S and N. I think that's what you're saying here. I have to pull up my chat in a different screen. We're talking about my other league called XCal Racing. Here's the rulebook. It runs Mondays and Tuesdays if you're interested. But right now we're talking about a rule that was incorrectly applied if you're just joining us. But here's what I want to say. So, While I understand, preface, introduction. I was signed up to run the, what is this week called? XCal Racing Web Shop 375. XCal Racing Web Shop 375. That is scheduled. That the feature event is scheduled to take the green flag around 6:30 Central Daylight Time on June 22nd, 2021. Roman, we can talk about Chris about SNN here. This is about my other league here. I know the same kind of things happen and apply in SNN, but this is not what I'm kind of going after. We can talk about SNN if you want to. You know, I'm sure you know my Discord. If you know my YouTube channel, we can talk about that one later. Ooh, my Clash Clans stuff was just completely destroyed, and it just took like half my loot. That's alright. Let's go and collect some out of the loot card. Okay, anyways, so let's go back after I decided to mess around with my Clash Clans because I just got randomly attacked. And however, I ran 194 laps of my mandatory minimum practice that is required by rule 7.1 in the version stated by the version 7.1, I believe it's 1.1, let me go just make sure. 1.8, sorry. So I like backspace this just a couple times, so don't have to worry about it. 1.1.8, so I actually was a little bit wrong. That's fine. 1.1.8. Quotes. It's just going to be a comma, quotation marks. Where's the rule? Mandatory practice. All drivers are. It's just. Period, quote, and we're going to say this using the MLA standards. So MLA citation standards. I'm going like all out here. I'm going to win this appeal. I think. Hopefully, I'm going to win this appeal. Oh, there goes all my stuff. Where did it go? There, and my OBS. Why do I even get these stupid ads? Just close this out. You know, it's gonna start playing some music or something. I know it's gonna happen. Contributors' names. Oh, I'm going right down. I'm gonna move to the screen. Billy Bush. Aaron. I think that's what. Well, it's actually just gonna be Hilly Bush. For my. There we go. I don't need the citation standards yet. I believe that's how you spell his last name. Now let me go and check this out. Anyways. Actually, let me get the link for this stream, because I know I'm going to have to definitely have some people who want to watch this. Oh, hopefully don't like just straight up leak my stream keys. There we go. I don't think I have to by doing this. And no, YouTube hides it for me. Okay. Here we go again. Anyways, yeah, I just threw that on there. On my Discord. So. Okay, we're going back here though. I don't want this. I want this page right here. So anyways, let's go back. Required is misspelled. There we go. I'm also going to throw the chat on my phone so I don't have to like keep switching because this is a pain. There we go. Here we are. Hilli. There we go. The definition is of however, actually this period goes here. However, comma. This is gonna be a long stream. I'm probably gonna have to pause a couple times here. However, it has been announced to me when the entry form was released for heat number 2 of the above event stated above it showed that I did not complete my mandatory practice. Right? Does this have a space between it? This doesn't look like it. I hate this font. For whatever reason. It just bothers me. Alright. I'm going to stop the stream here in about 20 minutes. First, I'm going to restart it later on. Anyways, so here we are. Sorry about that. Just take a drink of water and apparently breathing while drinking water. Anyways, so more mandatory practice, following rule 7.1. This is important as not following this rule starts me with a strike according to rule. Yeah, come on with our rules. And this is why I quote them, because you can't bend them if you quote them right. As long as you read it correctly, and if they get bent, then there's a problem. I'm quoting the rules because then he doesn't say there's something else random, and that rule is right there in front of him that he can find easily for whatever reason. I feel like it's important. Strikes. So Control F, strikes. Strike penalty. 2.4.2.1.1. 2.4.2.1.1. I believe I copied that right. Let me just make sure. 0.1. Again, comma, quote. There we go. And again, quotation, Haley Bush, period. If, according to rule, 2 strikes are out. 2.4.1 quotation again. Yeah, I definitely won't want to screw up the quotes here. I'll turn myself up if you want. There we go. Turn myself up on my mic. Okay, there we go. I'm definitely not going to try to screw up the quote here. That would completely nullify my Billy Bush. If I cause an incident that can cause another strike according to rule I'm going to pull this out here. This isn't important right now. It's going to be right beneath it, so it's going to be 2.4.2. 2.4.2, comma, and quoting more rules. Again. I think I need a reason. Okay, I'd like to appeal this penalty. Where am I at? Space. That's not where I want. However, I'd like to protest this penalty. We're gonna go here. Reason. You know, why am I even doing this in here? Let's go use a Word document, shall we? I think I'm going to stop the stream right now, and I'll work. Actually, Pat, what I'm doing here is I'm going to file this after 30 minutes of one of the heats, as long as I can get it done in time, because it does actually impact. Ooh. Well, I can actually, if I don't, I can actually yeah, so I think what I'm going to have to do here is I'm going to protest it post the feature race, because I think this is the most important thing. I know. Actually, I was thinking about that. I was thinking about protesting it 30 minutes afterwards, but I'm going to protest it post the feature now, because it did affect my feature race technically going into it, which according to Rule 2.1.1, I am allowed to do. Oh, sorry. 3.3.3. So, there we go. Thank you, though, for pointing that. I will actually write a little reminder while I'm on the topic. There we go. However, I'm going to pause the stream here. I'm going to go right back to it once I'm done. I think I have to go eat or something. I think that's what I'm going to do while I'm, in a time that will do that just fine. And I really want this to go. This is probably going to go late tonight. Who knows, maybe early tomorrow morning. We will see where this goes. But until then, if you haven't already, just subscribe to the channel. If you want to see how this turns out, I will definitely be posting an update. I have to post this. Anyways, I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to take off. You all have a good one. I'll be right back in a few.